Let's talk about racism. That seems to be a hot topic right now. Stick around, you might learn something. You might want to punch me in the face. It doesn't bother me. I need the views. Just keep watching. I need you to watch.
We've got to cut through the noise.
The one thing that people can't stop talking about right now, in the wake of recent events, recent tragedies, is racism. Everybody and their mother is giving us their opinion about the current state of this country and just how it's racist. It's just everything is racist. Okay. The thing about people's opinions is I don't usually trust them. I don't trust somebody who uses their platform to spew their opinion. I like numbers. I like facts. I like statistics. Because numbers don't lie. Which is why I need you to subscribe. Please hit that bell. Hit all notifications. Subscribe to the channel. Says the guy who doesn't even show how many subscribers he has. Yeah, just do it. It's numbers. Yeah, something about numbers. All right, let's get into this. Because the one thing I've been hearing over and over and over again, well, white police officers, they're racist. Police officers are. We need to defund the police because they're just so horrible and they're just so racist and yada yada yada. Okay, let's look at the numbers. Let's look at because I don't think people realize just how truly rare it is. Let alone, don't even think about the race of an individual. I don't think you realize how rare it is for police officers to result to fatalities, having to kill an individual. Now, what happened to George Floyd? It was completely and totally inexcusable. I haven't met one single person that wasn't horrified by it. I'm not trying to create an excuse for what that horrible, incompetent officer, he shouldn't have been allowed to wear that uniform. I'm not making an excuse for him. But what I am saying is the narrative that's being perpetuated is that the police, they're just hunting down black individuals. It's just not true. Let alone the fact that police killing individuals on the streets is very, very extremely rare. It's not even true regardless of their race. Let's look at the numbers because numbers don't lie. People lie all the time. People will lie to try and convince you and persuade you, but the numbers do not lie. So judging by the most recent numbers we have, which are, there were 7,407 black homicide victims in the United States in 2018. Meaning there were 7,400 black individuals that were killed by another person in 2018. That's the latest numbers we have. So all we can do is assume it's somewhere near that number for 2019, maybe a little higher. But out of those numbers, are you ready for this? 2019, 19 unarmed white men or white people were killed. 9 were unarmed black individuals. 7,407 black homicides. Only 9 of them were black. 19 were unarmed white, and these are crimes that police officers instigated the fatality of 19 unarmed whites from the police. 9 unarmed black individuals were killed by police in 2019. To put it softly, the 9 unarmed men killed in police shootings would represent just 0.1% of black homicides. 0.1%. That is not the likelihood of a police officer killing a black individual. That's the likelihood of a homicide So think of the vast population of black individuals in the United States. Your likelihood of even being involved in a homicide is very, very, very low. But the likelihood on top of that homicide being perpetuated by the police is 0.1%. Regardless of the police's skin color, regardless if he's black, white, yellow, purple, or rainbow colored, is he a Skittle? 0.1% on top of that. Or to put it in other words, a police officer is 18.5 times more likely to be killed by a black male than an unarmed black male is to be killed by a police officer. I want to believe people are telling the truth. I want to believe people when they say they live in fear. But when I see the numbers from recent years, these are the most recent numbers we have. Maybe the numbers for 2020 come out, 2019 come out, and it's way, way different. I don't think that is the case. I think we can gauge off of recent years from 2018, apply it to right now, because it's probably going to be somewhere around there. Probably a little more, if I'm just being honest. Why do people lie? That's my question. My question is, why do people lie? Why do people lie to get what they want? The narrative is that the police are so racist that they need to be defunded and just washed clean and restart and start fresh. And it's just not true. Now, I don't know anybody in the Minneapolis Police Department. It might just be a whole bunch of knuckleheads in there. I don't know. They were dumb enough to let this individual who killed George Floyd on the streets, even though he had several red flags, he should have been fired a long time ago. Look at the numbers, folks. Do your own research. The likelihood that this was even a racist police officer, we don't know. We weren't there. We don't know the guy personally. He could have been. He wasn't a very good police officer. He had several mishaps before this. But we don't know him. I'm not trying to defend anything. Just stating the facts. We're never going to be able to move past racism, since apparently it's such a big problem in this country, or so people claim. We're never going to be able to move past it if every single thing that happens is racist. There's always going to be bad things happening to people. There's going to be more black individuals that are killed by police officers this year. Guarantee you. It's just statistics. It's going to happen again. Am I okay with that? No. But I can't do anything to change that. You know why? Because people are not perfect. People are incompetent. People are sloppy. Some people are just plain evil. And police officers are, in fact, people. They're going to mess up. They're going to get things so wrong sometimes. There's going to be victims sometimes. And the sooner we learn how to move past, oh, it's because of the color of his skin, that's when real change starts to happen. Did you know there was a man a few weeks ago named Tony Timpa who was also killed by suffocation of the police? Police were standing on his neck. He died. But nobody talked about him because he was white. I mean, what other explanation is there? People should be marching on the streets demanding justice for Tony Timpa right now, but they're not. They don't even know who he is. Do you know why they don't know who he is? Because he was white. Because people didn't assume it was because of the color of his skin, because of the color of his skin. Don't you see how backwards this is? The sooner we learn how to get past the color of people's skin, the sooner this is all over with. Just my 2 cents. If we assume that people are racist without even knowing them, without even having any facts to back it, and he might be racist, I don't know him, but I'm not going to assume he is. I'm not going to assume he is. Creates more problems than anything. Let me know what you're thinking down in the comments. You have any thinks? Let me know. Hey, congratulations on finishing the video. Yes, I know you're wondering. I did get a haircut. Don't worry, self-administered. Self-admin. I know you're worried about social distancing. We follow it to the maximum. Maximum here. Self-administered haircuts. Yeah, unlike the protesters at all these riots, I know that the coronavirus hasn't actually disintegrated into nothingness yet. You can click on one of these anytime. You don't have to hear me talk anymore unless you want to. Oh, you don't want to? Oh, okay.